Um, Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waha, Waka Kodash, Yahweh, which is the one true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one true name is Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, because those are the men who I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach Irazaka from the Servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And pretty much in this lesson is going to be titled as Jacob versus Esau, because the Lord, he's dealing with Jacob, but he hates Esau. The Lord loves Jacob, but he hates Esau. So this lesson is going to be Jacob versus Esau. And we're going to show you that the Lord is not dealing with everybody. Okay, the Lord is only dealing with the Israelites, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. From number 2 on down, the Lord is not dealing with these people here. The Lord is only dealing with the Israelites, which are scattered among these 17 heathen nations, number 2 on down to verse 8 to number 18. The Lord ain't dealing with them. The Lord is only dealing with Israel. And Israel consists of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. So let's get to it. Now, the first scripture I'm going to get out, the Lord willing this lesson is edifying, is 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. This is 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. It says, actually, we can start up at verse 6. It says, then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. It says, by me also they shall be ended, right? It says, by none other. Verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the pardoning asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? Verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him. It says, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Because right now, you have Esau, just as an example, he's ruling right now. But his kingdom is coming to an end. Okay? And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So right now, we're in Esau's rulership. Right? Esau is ruling right now. But his kingdom is coming to an end. So the end of the world is the end of Esau's kingdom. The end of Esau's rulership. Right? Verse 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, which is his rulership, his kingdom. It's coming to an end. It says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And once Esau's rulership has ended, Jacob is going to rule next, which is Israel. And that kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom. There's going to be no end to that kingdom, which is going to be of the elect of the nation of Israel. We have a kingdom that's going to be everlasting. But Esau's kingdom is coming to an end. This is Romans 9, and I'll start at verse 11. It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, it says that the purpose of Yahweh according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. Verse 12, it says, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. And who was the elder? The one that was born first. Esau was. Esau was born first. And then Jacob came after. And the Lord predicted and said, whoever is born first shall serve the younger. The younger is Jacob. It says, then said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. See, the elder, the child that was born first, was Esau. And then Jacob came after, grabbing onto his heel. All right? It says, and it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. Verse 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated. So the Lord loves Jacob, and the Lord hates Esau. He doesn't love him. The Lord hates him. This is Genesis 25, and we're going to start at verse 23. Salakia on that. This is Genesis 25 and 23. It says, and the Lord said unto her, unto Rebekah. Okay. It says, and the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb. So she was pregnant with twins. Yes, Esau and Jacob, they were twin brothers, but they were two different nations. They were not the same nation. They were two different nations. So she had twins, but they were two different nations. Two different nations was in her womb. Verse 23, it says, and the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb. So yet they were twin brothers, they were two different nations, right? It says two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowls, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. You see that? And let's see who that elder was, the child that was born first. Verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. See, so she did have twins, but they were two different nations in her womb. Verse 25, it says, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. So it said the elder shall serve the younger, right? Who was the elder that was born? Esau. He was born first, right? It says, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Esau is the so-called white man today. That's the nation of Esau, the nation of Edom, Esau, right? They're the descendants of Amalek, the first grandson of Esau. They descend from Esau. So Esau is the so-called white man today. They're different shades of red. Okay, there's no such thing as white people or black people. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are different shades of brown, and you so-called white people are different shades of red. Edom means red, okay, which goes to the Hebrew word, I think it's Adawam, right? Adawam in the Hebrew, which means Edom, red, okay, because that word Edom means red. You guys are different shades of red. You don't have no melanin. You don't have no pigmentation. You don't have no melanin. You guys don't have melanin, right? And it says, verse 25, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Verse 26, right? And it says, and after that came out his brother, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. So notice, it gave you a description of Esau, but it didn't give you a description of Jacob, because Jacob, he was a melanated man. He was a dark-skinned man. He was a so-called Negro man. He was a dark-skinned man. He had melanin. Okay, he was a melanated, dark-skinned Jake. But Esau, he wasn't dark-skinned. He was different shades of red. He was pale, as you want to call it. Verse 26, it says, and after that came out his, it says, and after that came out, it's like it, after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 300 years old, it's like a 30 years old when she bare them. So there you go. It gave you a description between Esau and Jacob. Let's read verse 27. And the boys grew, so they got older, right? And Esau was a cunning hunter. And who is that cunning hunter right now? The so-called white man, right? It says a man of the field, because Esau's always going hunting. You see him going deer hunting. You always see him killing animals. He kills lions, tigers, elephants. He takes the tusks and sell the tusks. He kills goats, right? He kills hippos. He kills all these wild animals, right? He kills tigers, cheetahs, right? Takes the fur, etc. He's that cunning hunter. That's Esau, the so-called white man. And it says Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And you can tell the difference between Esau and Jacob, because we're Jake. We like to kick back and relax in the house, man. We like to be in the house, kicking back, chilling, having fun, you know. But you got Esau. They be out there consistently in the field doing stuff, killing stuff, and always doing something. That's Esau for you. They always out there. They love going hunting. They love killing deer. They love doing stuff. That's the difference between Jacob and Esau, man. This is Amos. I got another precept. This is Amos 9 and 11, right? Amos 9 and 11. And we're going to read down to verse 12. Amos 9 and 11. It says, in that day will I rise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. You see that? and close up the breaches thereof, and I will rise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. And this is a prophecy which is coming for the Israelites. The house of David is being built. The third temple is being built spiritually right now. As I'm speaking, we're in our third temple. The third temple is pretty much the Israelites. We're the third temple. We're that church. The third temple is being built spiritually right now. All right? Our body is the temple. We're the third temple, the Israelites. We're being built right now, spiritually. Verse 12, just using as an example. Verse 12, it says, they may possess the remnant of Edom. You see that? The elect. This is a future prophecy. The elect is going to possess Edom, right? It says they may possess the remnant of Edom, right? And of all the heathen. You see that? The Israelites are. Because the kingdom of heaven is going to be established on the earth, and the elect of the nation of Israel is going to be ruling. So you 17 heathen nations are going back into slavery, man. Right? Mainly Esau. It says, which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this. Because this is a prophecy which the Lord this is a prophecy that's going to be fulfilled, that the Lord has already set up. This is going to come, and this is the judgment that's coming for you Edomites. You guys are going into slavery, man. And we waiting on that patiently, as the scriptures say. This is Ezekiel 25 and verse 14. Ezekiel 25 and verse 14. And it says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. You see? So the Lord is going to do vengeance on you. We ain't doing nothing. We're not going to get no damn angry mob. We're not going to set up no goddamn crazy ass militant organizations to try to take down the White House and try to come up against you. We're not going to do that. You guys got way too much weaponry. This is your kingdom. But guess what? The Lord is going to take vengeance. We're not going to take vengeance. The Lord is going to take vengeance. It says it right here. Verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. See? So the Lord is going to fuck you white people up, man. It says by the hand of my people Israel. Right? You see that? And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, because the elect is going to have that spiritual power. They're going to tear shit up too. The Lord going to put the spirit upon the elect to tear shit up here too. So the Lord going to take vengeance, and he's going to do it through his elect. Right? It says, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power. So we're not going to take matters into our hands. The Lord is going to do it, and he's going to put the spirit upon his elect. The Lord's going to give the elect spiritual power, and they're going to do vengeance of the Lord. They're going to tear stuff up here too. You're going to have Yahushua, the angels, the elect. They're going to be all doing the judgment to this whore of the Lord. The Lord is going to do that vengeance. So we don't need to do it. We don't need to do vengeance. The Lord's going to do it, man. And we just read it out of the scriptures. This is Obadiah 1 and 18. Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire. You see that? And the house of Joseph a flame. And the house of Esau, it says, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them, devour them, and there shall not be any remaining in the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken. The Lord is about to do away with you Edomites. Y'all not going to exist anymore. The Lord's going to completely destroy y'all, man. Ain't going to be no house of Esau. They're going to be stubble, man. They're going to be stubble. Let's get that Ezekiel 35 out. This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 5. Ezekiel 35 and 5. And it says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, right? It has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity. And you Edomites did do that. You guys took peace from the earth, right? The scriptures mention that in Revelation 6 and 4. You guys took peace from the earth. So now that you did all the raping, robbing, and murdering, all the destruction, all the bloodshed, all the pain, right? All the destruction, now you're going to get it back to you. It's due. Isaiah 14 verse 20 all the way to 22. You have to suffer the afflictions of what your forefathers have done, and this is what the Lord is doing unto you. You're going to have a calamity. It says, in the time of their iniquity had it in. You see that? So the Lord is going to cast his judgment on you. The Lord has a judgment coming for you, and it's due. Right? This is why your kingdom is falling apart. Just giving an example. Let's wrap this up with this. Malachi 1 and 2. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord of power? Yet I love Jacob. See? So the Lord loves Israel. Alright? The Lord loves Jacob. You Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native American Indians. The Lord loves us, man. Right? The Lord loves us. But let's see how you feel about Esau. Verse 3. And I hated Esau. You see that? And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragon of the wilderness. So the Lord hates you. The Lord doesn't love you, Edomites. He hates you. He wants you destroyed. Alright? He wants you destroyed. So hey, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Just want to do a quick hit. I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashem Mahawa Kakwadash, and double honors to my elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who will well and teach well, because those are the men who I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you, sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach Arazakah from the servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Till the next time I say, Shalom.